What is going on, guys? Chris here, or MightyFurtado, and today we're going to be taking a look at the closed beta patch notes for Heroes of the Storm. Now, I've already recorded this video 3 times, and they are both about 20 minutes long, and I don't want to spend another hour on this video. So we're going to go through quick. I'm going to explain to you guys my thoughts about it, because I've already read it so many times, and I've made the video so many times, but I'm going to go through the exact thing. So if you guys want to check out the patch notes, I will leave a link down in the description below if you guys kind of want to watch the video. I'm almost choking because I'm so excited. Sorry. Anyways, so 2 new portraits have been added for people who played one game during the Heroes of the Storm Technical Alpha, and for players who've reached level 40 during the Heroes of the Storm Technical Alpha. I get those 2 portraits. New battleground has been added. Nobody's played it yet, but it seems pretty cool and it seems pretty big. One thing I do disagree on is that they're actually adding this to the ranked queue, which I don't think they should add because not a lot of people have played this map yet. Maybe wait about a week or 2 or 3 weeks before adding it into the map queue, but unfortunately, I don't think they are. So a new hero has been released, Thrall, Warchief of the Horde. He's got 3 new cool abilities, Chain Lightning, blasts 3 enemies with lightning, Feral Spirit, releases a Fury Wolf Spirit to burn enemies and heroes. When Fury increases attack speed and movement speed, his passive, Frost Wolf Resilience, casting abilities on enemies grant charges that heal you. Every 5 charges heals you. And then his 2 heroic abilities, Earthquake, persistently slows enemies in a massive area. And then Sunder the Earth in a line, damaging and stunning enemies in its path. Seems like a pretty cool melee assassin. Can't wait to try him out. So they changed the interface a little bit. They're introducing Hero League. Basically, they're penalizing people who are in a party. If I can find it. Game abandonment. Leaving a Hero League game during draft mode will result in a loss of 300 rank points in addition to the above penalty. And all of that player's party members at the time of the draft mode abandonment will also receive these penalties, which is pretty stupid because, let's say if you're in a party of 4 and one person DCs, they don't rage quit. During that process, they will also get penalized. There's really no way of telling if a person actually rage quits or DCs, so all those 3 other people in the party will get penalized, which kind of sucks. So yeah, this is the new ranked mode. Basically, you have to have 10 or more heroes in order to play it, and you must reach level 30 or higher. I don't agree with level 30 or higher. I think it should be level 40 because there's really no reason to get level 40 right now because there is no big thing other than that portrait that you get for playing the Technical Alpha. So hopefully they change it in the future, but if not, at least reduce the the level of the account to 30 instead of 40. So first pick will be determined by a coin toss, which is a cool thing. Other than that, there is really no other thing to talk about other than the rank system. All Hero League players will be ranked individually starting at rank 50. So basically this is like the Hearthstone ranking, but instead of 25 it's actually 50. And there is really no legend progress yet, so it's only 1 is the max rank. Custom games, volume mode, drop down menu, blah blah. So art, new 3D art has been added for stim packs, battlegrounds, healing wells received a visual update, so a bunch of visual updates, a bunch of heroes and mounts and skins have received numerous updates. Some of the heroes' abilities have received icon updates, and a bunch of skins have received other updates as well. So shop, new thing that they're adding are weekly sales. Weekly sales are coming to the Nexus starting with today's patch. 3 items per week. Basically how it will form are either 1 hero or 2 hero skins, or 1 hero, 1 skin, 1 mount. And it starts today. And then it will reset at 2:30 p.m. every Monday, so that's 5:30 Eastern Standard Time. Bundle packs. The following bundle packs have been added to the shop and are available for a limited time. Hellhammer Thrall Bundle, the Luxoria Skin Bundle, and the Luxoria Complete Bundle, so that's obviously more money to give to Blizzard, thank you. I appreciate it, and they've removed 2 skin bundles as well. Heroes Thrall has been added to the in-game shop, and the Magic Carpet mount has been added, but it's actually only part of the Luxoria Skin Bundle or the Complete Bundle. But please note, at a future date, the carpet mount will be added to the shop. Skins, Thrall's Master Skin has been added. The following brand new hero skins have been added. These are all that are shown in the video above. You guys can take a look at design and gameplay. Cloak reveal duration increased from 2 to 3 seconds. Hearthstone B can no longer be cast while alter the heroes. Battlegrounds, there's a little changes to the core. increases the damage to heroes, and then shields can now be applied once again to the core. So Abathur's Symbiote and then Tassadar's Plasma Shield can be applied to the core. Towers got a little change. Grave Golem got a change. Talents have been reordered. Resurgence of the Storm has been removed from the game. Thank Jesus, RNGesus. And so yeah, this is a big thing everybody has been talking about. Resurgence of the Storm has finally been removed from Heroes of the Storm. This talent was a big pain in the ass. Arthas, Stitches, Sergeant Hammer, Sonya, and I believe two other heroes had this talent. And basically what this talent was is once you die, you revive instantly after 3 seconds. They nerfed it previously. It used to be about 2 minutes, and then it was 240 seconds, so about 4 minutes. But they actually finally decided to completely remove it from the game. Call Down Mule has, they increased the brain on it, which is pretty cool. I don't know that many champions that have it. I think Abathur has it, and another support has it. Mercenary Lord, they changed the functionality of it, and then here are the hero changes. So Abathur got a big overhaul. He basically got a new R. Obviously, I can't really comment on these changes because I have yet to play it, so I will make a follow-up video regarding Abathur, Lily, and Falstead. These are the 3 heroes this patch that got a big change to their skills. So he's got a new R. So in theory, basically, they changed his R, his Q, his passive, and his ultimate evolution, which is the ult that everybody has been using. So the big change for his ultimate evolution is ultimate evolution clones can no longer inherit the host's heroic ability. So if you play 2 Stitches, or if you have a Stitches and you want to use ultimate evolution on another Stitches, you can't use his ult. Valet, you can't use Strafe. Tychus, you can't use another whatever it's called. Odin. Is it Odin? I think it's Odin. So you can't call 2 Odins. But for that, they actually reduced the cooldown from 120 seconds to 80 seconds. So instead of it being a 2-minute cooldown, it's about 1 minute and 20 seconds, which is actually not that bad. And then Ultimate Evolution clones now provide a small amount of XP when they are killed. Evolutionary Link, as long as the Ultimate Evolution clone is alive, Ultimate Evolution's original target gains a shield equal to 20% of their maximum health that refreshes every 5 seconds. So yeah, I can't really comment on the Evolve monstrosity, but it seems that they changed it so whoever plays Abathur will be selecting, both these alts from now on. I don't remember what his other alt was, but the only vault I've ever seen used by Abathur is his ultimate evolution. So I do think that's a really good change. I don't know if I like the ability of them no longer inheriting the heroic ability, but now that the cooldown has been reduced, I think it kind of pays off for it. They changed Symbiote and a bunch of other stuff. Obviously, I can't really comment on any of these changes because I haven't played it, so I can't give my thoughts about it. The only thing I can give my thoughts on is the 2 alts. The second one, or the first one, or the second one, I don't know. It seems like more people are going to be choosing 2 different alts instead of just one of them, so that's a good thing. Asmodan, he got a cooldown on his Q, has been increased by 2 seconds, but the damage has been increased by 2. His demonic R, the grunts now have real health instead of the balloon chest style health, and then Taste for Blood has damage bonus per kill has been increased by 1. Chen, his ultimate Storm, Earth, and Fire now has a 1-second cast time during which the ability can be interrupted. So a Stitches Hook, an Arthas W, anything with a hard CC can basically interrupt Chen's ult. I'm not too sure if it's gonna either interrupt it fully, so it has to go through the whole I believe it's 120 seconds or something like that, or it's like a little couple second cooldown. Not too sure how it's gonna work out like that. Falsa got he's the second hero that actually got major overhaul. His W, which is completely new, Lightning Rod, damages an enemy and deals additional damage over 4 seconds if Falsetto remains within proximity of the target. And then you got a bunch of new talents. Like I said, I can't comment on any of these talents because I've yet to play it, I've yet to try it, so I don't really know. The only thing I can comment on, because I've seen it in the video, is Mighty Gust. Pushes enemies away in a gust of wind, slowing them by 60% percent. This slow decays over 3 seconds, and then his new talent, Mighty Gust, creates a wind tunnel for 4 seconds. So only a 1 second increase from what I can see. The one thing I can comment, because I am a Falstad player, is that I don't see people picking Mighty Gust because Falstad is a range assassin. You want to do as much damage as you can. Falstad is actually ranked 3 on iDream's tier list. Who's iDream? He's a Cloud9 player for he's a player for C9 for Heroes of the Storm competitive team, and I don't think a lot of people are going to be choosing Mighty Gust because, like I said, he's a range assassin. You want to do as much damage as you can with him, so not going to happen. Shakana has been renamed, Tailwind Trade, and then his flight got changed, which is Z, which is actually really cool. His new talent for level 20 is actually really cool. It's either going to be this or Bolt of the Storm. Reduces flight cooldown by 20 seconds, I believe it's 35 seconds, and it reduces the casting time by 0.5 seconds, increases the flying speed by 50%. His Q got a couple talent changes, increases hammer range by 40% and his slow duration by 25. Can't comment because I've yet to play it, but like I said, I will make a follow-up video with the 3 new champions, trying out these new talents and seeing which one of these I like a little more. And actually my phone light is on. Really sorry about that. I just noticed it. Gazlo, Robo Goblin, is now a passive heroic ability that is always active. Gazlo is still able to mount after choosing this heroic ability. Damage bonus reduced from 250 to 150, so it's a little bit of a nerf. Metamorphosis, not really a big change. No longer removes Illidan's ability to mount, but also no longer provides bonus movement speed when out of combat. Jaina got a nerf. Her Q damage got reduced by 5 in the per level 2. Clone and Cold didn't get an increase though by 10, which is actually really good. It's alright. I wouldn't say she deserved it, but her damage unit for Q is really high. If you were able to pull off the combo with her with Icy Veins and I believe another one of her traits, you were able to use Frostbolt, I believe, every 1.25 seconds or something like that. So she would be able, in about a 5-second span or something like that, you would be able to use a Frostbolt a shit ton of times and basically do a ton of damage to a certain target, or just like one target. So you can burst down an enemy to 0 quickly with that. Water Elemental initial explosion damage increased from 50 to 65. So they buffed that up by a little bit. Basic attack damage was reduced by 15 though. So that's not a fair trade. That's not a bad trade actually. Ultralisk, Kerrigan's other ult. The Ultralisk can now be retargeted by using the R key. Tarask talent. This talent has been reworked, and Tarask now morphs into an egg when it dies or expires. If the egg is not killed within a short time, a new Tarask is spawned. This effect can only occur once. So you can't really control the Tarask with your R like you can with Jaina's Water Elemental. So, like, okay, let's say if the Tarask is about to expire and I want him to go into egg and I don't want anybody attacking him, you can't really bring him behind one of your gates to kind of protect them. So, kind of sucks that he has to target an enemy first. Lily is another champion. Is actually the 3rd and final champion that got a really big overhaul. New talent Kung Fu Hustle, ability to recharge 3 times as fast when fast feet is active. Her basic attack got increased, so she's going to be doing more damage. Her fast feet trait. Her Healing Brew got 2 new talents. Level 1 Protoss increases Healing Brew's range by 30%, and Pitch Perfect, after casting a Healing Brew, its cost is reduced by 10 mana for 6 seconds. This effect is not stacked though. Just a bunch of numerical changes to a bunch of her talents. Her Cloud Serpent is actually really cool. Got 2 new talents. Level 4 Mining Serpent. Cloud Serpent heals its host each time it attacks. And then Serpent Sidekick Lily gains her own Cloud Serpent after casting Cloud Serpent on an ally. Binding Wind got a new talent for level 13. Lily gains 5% of the ability power for 8 seconds per target hit by binding when additional enemies hit. Refresh the buff duration, and further increase ability power stacks up 4 times. So ability power gained once you get 4 stacks is by 20%. So she's going to be doing a lot of damage. Jug of 1,000 Cups, cooldown got reduced or increased from 60 to 70. Initial heal amount decreased from 35 to 20, and the scaling heal has increased from 4 to 6.5. So they increased it by 10 seconds, reduced the heal amount by 15, but they also increase the healing from 4 to 6.5, so it's about 2.5 difference. Water Dragon starting damage increased from 130 to 200. The scaling damage has been increased from 13 to 20, and the slow amount increased from 40 to 70. So with this change, I feel like Blizzard kind of wants League players or people to play League more as somewhat like Tassadar. Tassadar isn't a really full support champion. Hero, sorry. He can play support where he's able to give ally shields, but I feel like that's what they want to do with Lily. They kind of want to make her a support with her heals and her Cloud Serpent, but they also want her to do damage, which is actually really cool. Will I see a lot of people using Water Dragon now? Maybe, not really in competitive play just yet. I'm not too sure how I feel. Her healing isn't up to speed as Bright Wings or Uthers, but depending if there's a good build that comes out with her and if her damage is a lot higher, maybe people will play her more like Tassadar in ranked play, but we'll see. You know, nobody's been able to play these champions with their new changes yet, so we can't really comment on it. Muradin is second wind trait. His heal increased from 1 to 1.5%, so you got a little buff there. Bunch of buffs here, but his critical heal decreased by 1%. Not really a big nerf, but it is what it is. Dwarf Toss. Base range has been increased from 6 to 8, and then Dwarf launch bonus range and area decreased from 75 to 15. Haymaker mana cost reduced from 100 to 80. The cast bar has been added during the 0.5 second windup to make the cast bar more apparent, and then Grand Slam talent now also reduces the mana cost of Haymaker from 80 to 40. Nova is something I want to talk about. She is another champion that got a little bit of nerf. Her anti-armor shells, which is a talent that you 100% should get on Nova if you want to 0 to 100, or 100 to 0, 0 to 100 somebody, 0 to 100, 100 to 0, I don't know, this is the correct saying, but, so I got a nerf by 50%, new talent, which is Headshot, reduces ability cooldowns by 4 seconds after killing an enemy hero. This is, I believe, to replace, what's that one ability they actually removed from her? Rewind. This is to replace Rewind, so that's actually really cool. Cloak, basic ability, cooldown regeneration removed, and Nova now regenerates 2% health per second while cloaked. Her pinning shot changed a little bit. Mana reduction component has been removed, but it now increases pinning shot's slow amount by 1% for every second Nova is cloaked. So basically every 50 seconds, which is the max you can go. 50% slow every 50 seconds. Pretty good. So what I feel like they're doing right here is they want Nova to be roaming a lot more now. So I feel like they don't want her staying in a lane, but they want her as a roamer, which is good. That's how you should be playing Nova. Her Holo Decoy, Holo Clones no longer have collision. Holo Clones now have movement AI as part of the base functionality. Cast range has been increased by 25%. Digital Sharpen Out talent has been removed. The Digital Sharpen Out's 2-second cooldown reduction has been added to remote delivery talent. And Double Fake talent, the AI's movement component of the talent, has been removed. Now, one thing I want to say about this, because I do play Nova quite a bit, and I'm really good at her, you know, not to sound too cocky, but the thing with Nova is her abilities shouldn't be getting nerfed anymore. The thing that should be getting nerfed is the stealth component of the game. Now, I've said this in every patch notes video that I made. You know, changes to Nova, obviously, you know, okay, you know, she was doing a lot of damage. At level 20, she was able to do 800 damage every shot she would take. And that's just her auto attack. If she were to get a full combo off with her W, Q, and her auto attack, and then her ult, she could 0 to 100 anybody quickly. Even if it's a tank, it would take at least 2 combos. The one thing I want to say, though, is, you know, I follow iDream. He's a player for the Cloud9 competitive team for Heroes of the Storm. And I follow his tier list, and I'll kind of leave a link down in the description below if you guys want to see it out. Check it out as well. And for ranged assassins, Nova is actually second last. Raynor is the last ranged assassin on that tier list. I don't know why he chose Nova as a second last option, or as second last for tier list, but for me to think that, like, I feel like maybe Nova just isn't that good. Obviously, she can 0 to 100 somebody. She could if she pulls off a really good combo, she can destroy basically any champion in the game. but I feel like maybe Blizzard's nerfing her a little too much. Maybe they shouldn't be focusing on the actual Nova nerfs. Maybe they should actually be focusing on the cloaking ability in the game. You know, for myself, when I first started playing the game, I got dominated by Novas and Zeratools because I couldn't see their stealth because it was impossible for me to see. And but you know, as I kept playing, I kept noticing. Okay, I see the little hologram. Okay, here's Nova, here's Zeratool. You know, they're stealth, so I gotta, you know, play a little carefully. You know, I don't want to let them keep killing me because if they pull off a combo, I'm done. Especially Nova. Nova, I think, is a little bit more better than Zeratool. So, you know, for Blizzard, I don't know if anybody watches from Blizzard, but I think they should go to the design team and think, okay, maybe Nova isn't the one that has to be nerfed. Maybe Cloak has to be nerfed as well. You know, I'm not saying nerf the whole cloaking feature in the game that makes it unusable, but like, you know, the people that were complaining about Nova doing too much damage are the people that would always go out of their way, like out of their like lane, and would go so far ahead. Like, they would be close to the enemy towers, and they would complain, "God damn it, Nova got me again." Well, you shouldn't be overextending, and especially, you know, if you have somebody, if you're going up against a lane, you know, let's say if you're playing Vala or Tychus or somebody that someone has an escape, or you know, even somebody that doesn't have an escape, and you're playing one of those champions. You know, you're playing one of those champions, and you're going up against a pretty good champion that has really hard CC. Not really hard CC, but like Stitches or Arthur, somebody that can stun you or pull you. You know, if they were to pull you, do a little bit amount of damage, Nova can finish you off in one shot. One combo, her QW auto attack, you're done, no matter what. And it's not about that. That could have been avoided if you're able to see the stealth. How are you gonna nerf stealth? I don't know. You know, maybe they have to look at something with the stealth. Maybe added like an indicator over your character set, because the only person that can see stealth players is Tassar with his Oracle. Now, and they actually kind of gave him a little buff there. But, you know, enough of that rant. I think, you know, like I said before, I don't think Nova deserves any more nerfs, because on iDream's tier list, she's second last. And, you know, maybe it's like I said, it's the stealth feature in the game. Maybe that has to get checked. So hopefully they do it. You know, who knows when they will, if they will. But, you know, we'll have to see. Tychus got a little buff. Tychus no longer has a wind up to his minigun attack. Instead, it now instantly attacks, beginning at a slow rate of fire. It increases to his previous maximum speed after 1.5 So yeah, anyways, as I was saying, with this buff that they gave Tychus, I believe Tychus will be a little bit more stronger than Vala in the previous patch. So you're going to see a lot more Tychuses in ranked play as well as normal play. Zagara Creep Tumor trait. Zagara can now see the duration remaining on her creep tumors. Endless Creep Talent. Creep Spread increased removed, but the creep spread area increased from 25 to 50%. Infested Drop. Bite Drop Talent now deals 100% bonus damage on impact rather than damaging over time. Corpse Feeder no longer increases Roachling duration. And Devouring Maw. Cooldown reduction from this talent is no longer dependent on Zagara killing a hero inside of the Devouring Maw. This is now a passive bonus. Anytime Zagara is credited with a hero takedown, Devouring Maw's cooldown is reduced by 25%. So that's it for the hero buffs and nerfs. Like I said, probably within a week, probably by this weekend, I will make a separate video on Lily, Falstead, and Abathur. And I will give my thoughts on the changes regarding them. Like I said, I can't really give my thoughts regarding the new talents. You can only just look at them and give initial ones, but like full-on thoughts regarding these changes, you know, I can give after I try them out a little bit. But, you know, that'll come during this weekend. Other than that, like I said, with Nova, she's still strong. She's still going to be strong. I'm still going to keep playing her because I know that I'm a pretty good Nova, and if I can pull off a combo, I can instantly destroy at least one or two people. Maybe, like I said, hopefully Blizzard actually takes a look at their stealth mechanic in the game, but we'll see. I mention that every video, but knowing Blizzard, we'll have to wait and see. Like I said, other than that, Tychus might be better than Vela now. We'll see when I play the game later tonight. Bug fixes, nothing too much, just a bunch of general bug fixes. Battleground, heroes and talents. I've already read this over numerous times. Nothing here that comes to me that's happened to me. Sound, user face, and I've already gone over the comments. There really isn't that much to talk about. Overall, I think it's a good patch. I can't wait for it. A lot of changes to heroes. A lot of stuff added with the rank system, new skins, new mount, the flying carpet mount, and obviously the new battleground that is coming. Like I said, I don't think this should be added into ranked queue because not a lot of people have played the map yet. Maybe they should wait a week or two for the next patch or the next map or the next battleground. But hopefully with the feedback that they're getting from their hardcore fan base such as myself, maybe they'll make changes to the next patch that will kind of help them out. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Like I said, this weekend I will be making a separate video regarding the changes to Falstead, Legally, and Abathur, and then I'll be giving my final thoughts on the closed beta patch, and you'll see where I stand with the game. I'm liking it so far. I'm going to keep on going. Like I said before, I'm going to try to go competitive in the game. I spend anywhere from 6 to 7 hours playing the game every day, trying to research more and more, trying to learn, trying to get better, and it is what it is. But anyways, guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys for some more gameplay tonight. Also, I will be live streaming every day on Twitch TV, ranked gameplay. If you want to come out and watch, I'll see you guys there. Take it easy. Bye-bye.